Welcome back to another episode of the Profile Funnel King Speaks, right? So, there's this like little community in the internet marketing world, right? Where everyone's making you some crazy promise they can help you make $100,000 a month, $10,000 a month, right? So, I'm big on simplicity, right? So when we think about a large, cash month, right? Whether, I made a post about it. It went super viral because a lot of people relate to this, right? Like apparently all, what is it? 10% of the world makes whatever 6 figures per year or something. But like apparently, or no, it's like 10% of the world's like millionaires. But apparently, all my Facebook friends are millionaires, right? So when it comes to a large cash month, I like to like simplify stuff. So if you have, let's say, a $5,000 service, right? And then you sell it to 20 people in a single month, you've then made 100,000, right? That's how you simplify a large cash month. You just get a bunch of people, right? You create enough desire in the marketplace for a bunch of people to then purchase your thing so that you hit this number, right? So hitting now creating desire, right? The best way to do this is through a campaign. So what campaigns do, generally how they're structured is number one, you build hype for the presentation or the thing you're going to use to convert people, whether it's a workshop, whether it's a webinar, right? You build hype for it. Then there's the week you launch it, right? And then there's the next week where you close the cart, and then sometimes people will then do a encore, or like they'll just extend it for like another week, right? So it could be anywhere between 3, 4, and even 5 weeks for a campaign that you use to hit these large months. So how we do that on Facebook, right, is the same concept. We don't have to get into using ClickFunnels or any complicated software. You just need to understand the process. So on Facebook, here's how a campaign can go, right? You make up, and this is how I got funneled into buying people's products and services, right? So, and this is how this is what I do with my clients and myself. So I know it works, right? I'm not talking from, just out my ass. I'm talking from experience, right? So you need, right? You need traffic, right? People, eyeballs, people are gonna buy your stuff, right? Then you need a message, right? Something people are buying into. Then you're going to need a sales process, and then you are going to need an offer. Again, excuse the hair right? So the traffic, right? I'm big on the idea of leveraging other people's audience and authority. So on Facebook, where we get this audience from is from Facebook groups, right? Someone's already done the hard work of growing a group of 20, 30, 100,000, 200,000 people, right? So what we do in these communities is, instead of content is one of those things, right? You can use to drive traffic to your profile, right? Now you can also comment. You can leave profound, prolific comments, right? Saying stuff that everyone else isn't saying, because people do read comments, right? People see a piece of content, they want to see what other people are thinking. So you can actually just leave comments instead of posting all day and drive traffic to your profile. So, here's how the process looks, right? So we go into other people's Facebook groups. Then this is what I call the profile funnel formula, right? And then they go to your profile funnel, right? You kind of set up your profile like a landing page. And then we go into your group. And then from the group, they end up in Messenger, right? So we drive traffic with other people's groups. Then they land on your profile, which is supposed to be like the landing page. They add you as a friend as a way to opt in, right? Then all the content on your page takes people to your group, right? It builds excitement for them to join the group and see what's in there. And then in your group, that's when you're asking people, hey, what problems are you having? So then you take people to your group, and then this content is where the conversion actually occurs, right? Where you're creating desire, telling those transformational stories that are going to make people reach out to you, and then your sales process begins in Messenger, where they should really be asking you, hey, how much do you charge? How can we get started? Right? You shouldn't need to get on a phone call at all. So Now, the campaign you can use in your group, right? You can do, let's say, 3 different types of campaigns, right? There's more, but let's just use 3 for example, right? So there's challenge funnel campaigns, right? There's webinars, and then let's just say there's daily content, right? So any one of these types of campaigns can get people excited for what you have, right? Webinars are super popular. The top internet marketers, they do it all the time, right? If you watch a webinar, and at the end of it, if the messaging is on point, you feel so compelled to buy. And you could just do this all in the Facebook community with all the tech, like getting this software and that software, integrating this and that. You can do it all in the Facebook group without all that complexity, right? And then the messenger, it should literally be you just sending an invoice saying, hey, pay here, and then you got a client, and now the delivery is all up to you, right? I'm the marketer. I don't tell you anything about how to do your job. I just teach you how to get attention, right? And then turn that attention into a client. So that is how you hit large cash months, right? You just get a bunch of people to buy your service in a very short period of time, and you do that through a campaign. So if that helped, let me know. If you got any questions, let me know. Join the community. Check out the Profile Funnel Formula program. It's in the link in the description. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.